escape the Motor City. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Detroit Lions. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he... To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Goff on first down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And this will wind up a Lions first down. It's good running, gets him to about the 44.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now inside the 25. Touchdown! David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. But he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. From back at their own 10-yard line. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Roderick Martin powered in and dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Throwing is Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
We'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. The give is to McLaughlin. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Flushed out right. And some room to run now. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Here's McLaughlin. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now 2nd and 9. On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Russell Wilson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Broncos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well.
7-7, our score after 1. Now 2nd and 5.
4 down.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 52 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Lions at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, Montgomery shoves him aside. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the end around, here comes Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice gain of 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, but we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Ric Flair.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jameson Williams, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st down, Wilson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Derek Barnes in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jaleel McLaughlin with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 14. Again, Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. They work now on 2nd and 9. Wilson. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
A carry from McLaughlin. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. That's caught at the 3. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Second down and 4. They go play action with Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
It's third and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to Montgomery on second down. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, it's gone. And he's going to go back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now he's free up the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Now a first down throw. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 36. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Here's Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
17. Cal, you won. Hey, Cal.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Shell.
Goff now looks to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third and 12.
Five.
Goff now to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's McLaughlin. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's McLaughlin. 113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
14, buddy.
They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. Down the right sideline. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Up the middle they go. It's McLaughlin. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, lift! Lift!
Goff now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Steps away to his left. Williams brings it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Jaleel McLaughlin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team...
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Zebra.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Broncos first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No,